Una natin topic mga kaibigan. Comelec and back upholds ruling canceling Duterte Youth registration. Ito ay article ng Inquirer.net. So, quick recap pala to. Mali itong napindot natin. Ito, basahin natin to. The Commission on Election and Bank has upheld. Baliktad yung H ko. The Commission on Elections and Bank has upheld the ruling canceling the registration of the Duterte Youth Partylist. Tumawa lang. Ayan, so pinagtibay na po nila ang pagkansela sa registration ng Duterte Youth. In a resolution dated Friday, the Comelec and Bank voting 511 dismissed the motion for reconsideration filed by the party list last June 23. So, dinismiss nila yung motion for reconsideration. Hindi pa rin sila registered. Kahit panalo sila, wala silang pwesto. The NBank emphasized that the appeal failed to raise substantial evidence in seeking to reverse the ruling of the Comelec Second Division. Sana ang ginawa nila, pinadisqualify nila yung ng NBank. Parang ibang issue yung sinasabi ko, di ba? And ang sabi sa 10-page resolution, sa parte. Sa parte lang. Hindi ito yung lahat, no? At hindi ito yung nakalagay sa 10-page. Ito lang yung parte ng 10-page. Ito sabi, wherefore, premises considered, the Commission and Bank resolved as it hereby resolves to deny the motion for reconsideration. The assailed resolution is hereby affirmed. Cancel, di ba? Last June 18, the Comelec Second Division canceled the party list registration based on a 2019 petition filed by youth leaders seeking to nullify its registration status due to lack of publication and hearing of party list accreditation, which are mandated both by the Constitution and the poll body. So yung kinuha nilang dito is yung based pa sa 2019 petition. And dahil kulang daw sa publication at hearing yung sa party list accreditation. Diba? In its motion for reconsideration, the party list argued that the evidence justifying Comelec Second Division's decision is insufficient. Diba? Technical foul. And that the Second Division erred in declaring its registration void ab initio for failure to comply with the publication and hearing requirements. The respondent added that the publication of petition for registration in at least 2 newspapers of general circulation rests upon the Comelec, emphasizing that if the poll body issued the order to publish, it would comply with it. Ewan ko dyan. Meanwhile, the Comelec and Bank said that the party list third party did not present any documentary and testimonial evidence to substantiate their allegations. So sinabi lang nila na hindi sapat yung ebidensya, pero hindi sila nagbagay ang ebidensya para sabihin hindi sapat yung ebidensya nila. Yun yung nangyari. Adding that the arguments raised in the appeal were already discussed and resolved by the Second Division. The NBank reiterated the Second Division's remark that the duty of publishing required documents for registration lies within the party list, pointing out that the absence of a directive does not constitute the party list non-compliance with the requirements. So, sinasabi dito ng Comelec na hindi Comelec ang gagawa niya, dapat yung party list. Diba? Aside from this, the NBank said that the withdrawal and substitution of party list nominee on May 12, 2019 undermined the spirit and intent of the party list system and put a mockery in the election processes, ultimately violating laws, rules, and regulations relating to elections. So sana yung mga ganyang substitution na yan ano muna, di ba? Ewan ko kasi sa Comelec na yan. It also reaffirmed the Second Division's other grounds of canceling the party list registration, such as, ito yung mga dahilan, yung mga tama, dahilan. Ito sabi ito yun. Untruthful statements in its petition, particularly on the eligibility of its nominees. And pangalawa, no bona fide intention to represent the sector for which the petition has been filed and thus preventing a faithful determination of the true will of the electorate. So sinasabi lang na hindi nila nire-represent ang youth na sinasabi nilang may youth. Diba? Isa pa, it has advocated for violence or unlawful means to achieve its goal. Karahasan. At it was established that it is an adjunct or an entity funded or assisted by the National Youth Commission. Ano mo, may pondo pala. Diyos ko naman. Lastly, the NBank said the second division thoroughly discussed and substantiated the specific violations committed by respondent movement, which clearly constitute grounds for cancellation of registration. However, Comelec Chairperson George Erwin Garcia told reporters on Friday that the Comelec NBank's decision is not yet final and executory as it can still be appealed before the Supreme Court. So, sinasabi nito ni George Garcia na, sige nga, testing nyo, appealin nyo sa Supreme Court. Sabi ni Garcia na nasa Zamboanga briefing. Hindi, wala pala sa Zamboanga. Nasa ano sila? Basta yun. Ano sabi ni Garcia? That's why the Comelec will not yet implement the decision. We have a period of finality and we will wait on what will happen in the Supreme Court. Okay. Hindi niya sinabi okay. Garcia also said that the poll body will have to wait for the decision to become final and executory, and if there is any action from the Supreme Court before it acts on the vacant seats of the party list. Ito sabi ni Garcia, who should be proclaimed by the Commission, and for this we will need not only the Law Department but also the supervisory group of the NBOC or National Board of Canvassers. After that, the Comelec NBank acting as the NBOC will have to make a decision who we will proclaim to fill the 3 seats that will be vacated by the said party list. Meanwhile, when asked why the Comelec NBank took over 2 months to decide on the case, Garcia pointed out that the complexity of issues raised in the case and the composition of the NBank. Dahil ayun yung dahilan, dahil medyo complex daw yung mga issue. Talaga ba? Sabi ni Garcia, there were those who retired and made their decision. That will be up for a consultation. And after that, there was resigning and there were those who retired. So there needs to be new procedure. Commissioners Noli Pipo and Maria Norina Tangaro Kasingal were appointed in February, replacing Commissioner Socorro Inting and Marlon Cosquejo, who retired in the same month. Pipo, Tangaro Kasingal, and Commissioners Ernesto Ferdinand Maceda Jr., Nelson Celis, and Aimee Ferolino voted to uphold the second division's ruling. Commissioner Ray Bulay, who voted to dismiss the petition to cancel the registration at the second division level, maintained his vote at the NBank level. So, almost same lang naman yung nangyaring botohan. Meanwhile, Garcia shared that he inhibited from the decision due to his past ties with the party list. So, nag-inhibit si Garcia dahil may connection siya dati doon sa Duterte Youth. The Duterte Youth Partylist called Comelec NBank's decision as unconstitutional, noting that it will appeal the decision before the Supreme Court. So, i-appealangan nila nito sa Supreme Court. Makukulit eh. Ano sabi ni Ronald Cardema, na chairperson ng Duterte Youth? We will file a petition for review in the Supreme Court on Monday, September 1 to challenge this act of Comelec, which is clearly very unconstitutional and a grave abuse of discretion. Wow! May ganun sila ngayon. The party list then thanked Bulay for siding with the law and declaring that Duterte Youth Partylist has no violation under the law. Meanwhile, it questioned the decision of the 5 commissioners, reiterating that the poll body must publish its petition for registration. Ito dagdag niya. To other Comelec commissioners, we encountered for the first time those who can make the winner lose and the losers win. May ganun sila no? However, Comelec Chairperson George Erwin Garcia told reporters on Friday that the Comelec and Bank's decision is not yet final and executory. So sinabi nga rin natin nila, sinabi ko na rin kanina to, sinabi ko na kanina yan na pwede nilang i-apela kung makulit sila. Charot. The Comelec Second Division canceled the party list registration based on a 2019 petition filed by yun. Sinabi ko na yan kanina, di ba? Anyway, ano masasabi nyo sa pagkansela ng Comelec and Bank sa registration ng Duterte Youth Partylist? Comment down below.